Good afternoon, folks. I happen to be bobtailing through the area, so I wanted to show you guys this cemetery. Small little cemetery in western Ohio. A little ways off of, mind the traffic, a little ways off of Route 127, western half of Ohio. And the reason this is an interesting location, interesting to me anyways, is this happens to be the cemetery where the famous Annie Oakley is buried. And it's just a short little walk in the cemetery here. I wish the lighting were a little bit better. But it's a relatively small cemetery. Sign right here says Annie Oakley Gravesite. And you come in just a few headstones in, and we have Annie Oakley and her husband Frankie Butler. And here's the story. Annie Oakley. Phoebe Ann Mosey, also known as Annie Oakley, was born 6 miles northeast of here in what was then Woodland, later renamed Willowdale. Born in 1860, she was the 6th daughter born to Jacob and Susan Mosey. After the death of her father, she engaged in shooting wild game to feed the Mosey family. This child prodigy shooter shot match after match until she won a life-changing match in 1881 with champion shooter Frank Butler. In 1882, Phoebe Ann married Butler in Windsor, Ontario. And it says continued on the other side. Here's a little picture of Annie Oakley. And we'll go around the other side, read the rest of it to you here. She chose Annie Oakley as her professional name and went on to dazzle audiences in the Midwest with her phenomenal accuracy. Sioux Chief Sitting Bull was so moved at seeing her amazing skill that in 1884 he adopted her as his daughter, naming her Little Sure Shot. After joining Buffalo Bill's Wild West in 1885, Annie became the star who thrilled audiences, including royalty and nobility across England and Europe. Retiring from the Wild West in 1901, Annie shot mostly for fun and charity events, donating funds to orphanages and disadvantaged widows. In ill health for several months, Annie died in Greenville at age 66. Greenville, Ohio is not far from here, and it's kind of interesting. On the top of the headstones here we have bullets and pennies and you name it. Looks like a 44 right there. Or is that a 45? Some 22s. This one's a 45 ACP. And here we've got shotgun shells, and looks like a 5.56 or 2.23. This, of course, is Frank Butler's headstone. Annie's parents. Her parents, am I getting that right? Moses, no. Mosey was her last name. So Moses, I don't know where they fit in here. Maybe they're relatives of some sort. But then Annie Oakley's headstone right here. I really do think that is cool. Part of the Old West. So that is about all I can show you here. Like I say, just a little cemetery. Nice little spot to park my truck over there along the roadway. I would say enough room to get a full tractor trailer unit in there, right alongside the roadway. But yeah, it's kind of a neat spot. If you like shooting sports, if you're a member of NRA or Gun Owners of America, etc., you would be interested in stopping to see Annie Oakley's gravesite. It is really a neat little site to see, and it is located here in the Brock Cemetery in York Township. Road is relatively quiet here most of the time, and like I say, there's my truck with what I would say is probably enough of a breakdown lane that you could get a full tractor trailer between the gates of the cemetery here. At least one. So I hope you enjoyed that video. And before daylight goes, I think I might even fly my drone here. If you like my video, subscribe, click like, share with your friends, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think.